Hey right guys, Driftwatch Joe here, and today we are watching and reacting to episode 6 of This Is Us Season 2. I realised the last episode was titled Brothers, and obviously watching the episode you kind of think that's to do with Kevin and Randall. I think I said that in like the intro of the last episode, but then you kind of get to the end of the episode and obviously the tease that Jack actually has or had a brother. We don't know if he's still alive, and he could still be alive in like the the present day with like Randall and Kevin and all that as well. So it's going to be interesting. It's a good twist. I don't think it's one of those kind of shoehorned in twists. As I said last episode, it feels like it works in this world and it makes sense still. So not like this world is the Matrix or anything, but it's it doesn't feel shoehorned in. Is basically what I'm saying, and I'm excited to see what they do with it. So I don't expect we'll get too much more information for maybe a couple of episodes. I could be wrong. Maybe they'll go all in on this episode and tell us all about him and who he is, but I think they've left that for a tease for... Still, I think they should, delve into it more this season, but I think they're going to probably wait a few episodes before they do. We'll see. So, episode 6, guys, if you enjoy, remember to leave a like if you're new, remember to subscribe, and of course, if you want the early and uncut reactions to This Is Us, then link to the Patreon page will be in the description, and one of the comments down below where by the time this episode is on YouTube, Patreon should be just have started Season 3, I reckon they'll just have started it, so that'll be down below, but for now, let's do this.
And then one morning I was in the bathroom and he called out to me.
Oh, could we see this?
Because he
Maybe we'll get some Randall
couldn't see
flashbacks.
anything.
That'd be different, getting flashbacks to them, but they're still the same age kind of thing.
Mom, you know what? If he wants to use a map, he can use a map.
Let me use a map. Yeah.
Yes, really. I'm gonna
Sure,
go
Jack.
and then we're gonna it makes the kid happy.
You
The kid.
cannot bear to see her disappointed, can you?
No, he snorted
What was
that.
that? No, you made a...
He did do
sound.
that.
I just don't know what that's
I've
supposed
done that a
to
few
be.
times. But I don't know, eh? Oh wait. So, yeah, we are. We're getting... Yo, let's go. We're getting, like, flashbacks in the... Oh, wait, so that'll be... 20, so, like, 7 years? 2017, so... Almost 10 years, actually. God, I remember Obama running and stuff. It was like... How old would I have been when Obama? 13? 13.
Your favorite customers here.
Toby!
Only being here till pilot season starts.
Yeah, well, this is the year, maybe. I don't know what year it started before.
You know me too well. Stay. Talk a while.
Who's this guy? This is so weird!
But no one's got an imagination.
Kevin.
And then he heard too much pressure.
Too much whining.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
These are fun size, Beth. I wanted to be the house with the full size king.
The makeup.
A wife who's not worried about her husband.
I'm not worried about you, baby.
They've actually made Randall look younger just with makeup.
You know what? I just gotta get this fan thing off my mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay, sweetie. He's gonna come through.
This is where it's gonna... Was it... I don't know when exactly she said... It was when he had his panic attack or whatever.
Because I think you sound great.
Great. Sounded like Rebecca. Okay, guys, let's go.
This is stupid.
This is stupid! It's such a marty little shit.
And we'll be done by, look, 8:07 Eastern Standard Time. Okay? And then we'll meet back up with you guys.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's
it's
go. Let's go.
Regina King. Halloween just isn't really a thing that... I know it is, don't get me wrong, but like... I don't think everyone really gives a shit.
Hey, dude.
Oh, this guy, yeah,
I booked the
that
Kevin
we've never
Spacey
met.
movie.
That's it's good for you.
No, it's good for both of us, dude. Don't even worry about paying me back for rent last month, okay?
Must be
Because this is all
pre-Kevin
thanks to you
cancellation.
for encouraging me and all.
Kevin Spacey.
Oh, there she is. So it's
Oh, more makeup. It's just wild. How do they do this?
Oh,
They've like made her look before we know her when she's older, but after we know her when she's like still kind of young. So she'd be like what, early 40s? She looks early 40s. She looks like 30s to be fair.
Look, that way this fan thing won't be hanging over my head. Or it will be hanging over my head. See what I did there? Fan joke.
It was a good dad joke. You're not that joke, but...
crowded. Let's come back later.
Look how much effort people put in back in the day.
Can you tell from my costume? Guy who's happy to see you.
Guy who's happy to see you. Looks dead in the eyes.
I was actually leaving, so...
There it is.
Yeah, cool.
There it
Someplace
is.
quieter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I live nearby.
Fuck's sake. Yeah, I think we kind of can get a grasp on what happened to that guy then.
There is.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. You know what I love?
What,
I love how
Kevin
everyone's just all of a
Spacey?
sudden decided that he's the man,
Yeah.
you know?
No, did they not say that earlier and I just completely...
Brett!
Oh, there he is.
Right. I don't know.
How are you?
Jason. How are you? It's an honor to meet you, sir. You know what I loved?
Hey, man, you killed it today. Come on, Laura
Cool.
wants to talk to you.
Oh.
She thought you were great.
Some people really are just dickheads.
You did not see him that morning, Rebecca. Just blind and weeping.
No, okay, that's already happened then. It's already happened.
You know, my friends are telling me that I need to join something called Facebook.
What's that? Never heard of that.
They say that it's a good way to stay connected and feel a part of a community.
Facebook was the thing back then. Remember how big it was? I use Messenger and that's about it.
And my wife knows it too.
It's like,
sorry.
now I'm a therapist all of a sudden.
But what if I'm wrong with the baby?
Why are you asking me? They look up at you at them, and...
This guy giving the wisdom. That's a cool beard as well.
Grab one. I'll meet you at returns.
Legend. I love scenes like that. They're so small, but they're so impactful. It's like,
Called 911, but the roads are blocked for Halloween.
oh god, the block for Halloween.
It's happening, Karuna. It's happening.
That was a good scene.
Well, I was just curious. I mean, it's an interesting choice, you know, going with Zeke.
Don't.
Well, because the character's
Don't.
and Zeke's more, he's like
He's gonna fuck over
reminds
his
me of a
mate.
character guy, right? Like the character was described.
You mean like you?
He's fucking
No,
over his
I mean,
mate.
you know, just so you get an idea of what it feels like, you know, as it's.
Even though we know he only got
Written.
cost the money, right?
A guy that would steal his friend's part.
It's pretty shady. That was a bad move. I'm glad he actually, the guy, I don't like the guy, the guy's a prick clearly, but I'm glad he didn't let him do that. That was underhand.
Hey, Kev, come here. Come here.
Did he pay him? He paid him to do it in sweets.
You just give Billy your candy so that you can hold hands with your sister in there?
He's kind of nice. He's kind of like looking out for her, I guess.
Did you and Dad lose the baby and just couldn't find it?
What?
What?
That's what the Larsons said. They said I was a miracle. Because you had 3 babies and you lost one and got me instead.
God, not the conversation I don't think she thought she'd be having.
What was his name?
What was his name? They've said, haven't they?
Kyle.
Kyle, that was it. Yeah, because there's an episode called Kyle, I think. Episode 3, maybe. Yes, the Twix bar. Let's go!
This is happening.
Oh, mad. Oh, it's happening now?
I'm gonna go get some towels. Yeah.
Yo, did we know this? Did we know she had both in that room?
Or last week, or even this morning. This is now. And I see you.
God.
I got you. Okay.
Mad.
You're doing great.
Did we know this happened? I feel like I would remember if they mentioned we were both in the living room. Mad.
You're married, aren't you?
Ah.
Maybe I would just do it and it'll feel right after.
After you stab with that
Which
guy.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
After you lose a
I
fast
could
man,
probably get away.
that's. You know what? It's probably fair.
The Larsons told Randall about Kyle.
The bloody Larsons.
I'm sorry, how did it go?
Oh, I
I think it went alright,
think
actually.
it went okay. I don't know. That was one of the happiest moments of my life.
Yeah, fairs.
Okay.
He probably would have taken credit for all that hair on her head. He knows it's got nothing to do with him.
I miss Jack.
And Jasmine for a girl, but we're not sold on it yet.
Doesn't
They're
have
gonna
to be.
name it Jack if it was a boy. Just like that, you forgot about the fan. It's so cool they spend the time to focus on their past as well, just not when it was like, because a lot of their flashbacks at the moment when they're like kids and stuff, it's because it's to do with Jack and Rebecca and their story, but it's nice that they're kind of spending the time now giving us flashbacks to their stories, and not that the others weren't before, it's just, it's the first step kind of like this.
I haven't had an audition in like 6 months.
The new guy's married.
And there's the truth for both of them.
Married, huh?
But he's nice, which makes it harder.
Is he? I don't know about that.
Hi, little boy. I'm sorry it took me so long to get over here.
Well, she wasn't sure, was she, on Randall at the start? Jack had to do some convincing.
You.
The makeup. Did they win awards for this, surely? He's so subtle, but it's...
And that is special. And somebody else was there, too. Somebody really good.
Lumberjack Jack.
When we lost a baby, the sweet man who fed you this afternoon. That's your dad.
Oh, he's so
Your
cute.
life has a middle, too. You are the luckiest.
Hey, you got the fan, let's go!
Sweetest baby. Never named after a stealing fan.
Oh, I didn't even click onto that. That's why he's looking at the leaflet.
I forgot to introduce myself.
I missed that completely.
I don't know, maybe we're both
Ha!
at our next.
Yeah, she's Facebooking. Oh. Oh, so they went together. I did wonder that, actually. I was thinking of Miguel at some point. God, he was quick. She only posted the first picture. Hi, Miguel's been waiting. I'm good, how are you? What a classic. First contact. Okay, so he wasn't... That's interesting, because it wasn't like lingering around kind of after Jack had died, and he just kind of got in contact with her years later, it seems. So I prefer that though, because it would have been a bit slimy, kind of like, oh, Jack's passed away, now I'm going to make that movie kind of shit. Which I was wondering, to be honest. I was wondering how long after had it been. But it's also good to know now that she hadn't got with him while she's with Jack. I felt like that would have been completely unrealistic, and it really would have put a like big damper on their kind of relationship. So it's looking more and more like that they were together when he passed away. And I thought that was going to be the case anyway, but it's just kind of like, you don't know with this show, that's what could have happened. They could still end on a big argument, you don't know. But it'll be interesting to find out. But yeah, there we go, guys. That is episode 6 of This Is Us Season 2. Another fantastic episode. I really enjoyed this one. I like that it kind of gave us flashbacks to the present day characters in terms of, Randall. But it wasn't like, I know I've had flashbacks before with them, obviously that's the entirety of the show, but it wasn't like so far back when they were just like kids or teenagers. This was, I think, like I checked, 9 years prior to where we're at in the present day. So it's long enough where you can get a vibe for kind of where their it's long enough where their characters are kind of in different places, and obviously they're just kind of getting to, like, Kate's just moved in with Kevin there, it looked like, or not moved in, but she's kind of, gone to live in LA. And Kevin, just before he gets the big break with the Manny, and obviously Randall and Beth having their first kid, it's kind of, it's interesting enough where we haven't seen the characters in that kind of situation and where they have been in their lives as well. And, there's some things in there that worked, some that didn't. Like, Kate and hooking up with this married guy, it was like fine. Randall and his mate, like, kind of fucked over it. That was good as well, but I'd still this is again kind of like Randall and Rebecca's episode. I'm going to say it's completely theirs. You know, we had Jack, we had everyone else there as well, but it's, you know, these episodes, it does a good job of focusing on everyone, but there's always like that one or two characters that it focuses on more, and for me that was Rebecca and Randall. And they've always had a great relationship as well. Like, it's like I've said before, but it's always been Jack and Kate, and then Rebecca and Randall that have been super strong, and Kevin's just kind of been there, and you can kind of see why he is this spoiled kid sometimes, because they don't focus as much attention on him as they do the other two, but all that worked really well. I really love Rebecca's character. It's interesting, like this time last season, I didn't care for her character at all, and now she's one of the best for sure. So, yeah, that pretty much it. I really like Beth. I like this. I really like the scene where Randall's talking to that guy, the shopkeeper guy. I don't know what you call the shopkeeper guy. What would you say? The sales assistant, I guess. The sales assistant. We'll go with that. Talking to him, that was a really good scene. Like I was saying, it's interesting that you can have like, it's kind of a small scene in the grand scheme of things, but it did make such an impact for Randall as well. So yeah, really enjoyed that, and I think that's it. I think that's it. Obviously, we had the Halloween theme in the past as well, and all that stuff. It was all really good, but you know, the show continues to blew me away. We didn't, as predicted, we didn't get anything to do with Jack's brother. I don't think we needed that this episode. I think, you know, we can wait a few episodes to learn more about that. They've teased it. You know, don't wait too long. I don't think, you know, the finale of season 2 might be a bit too long, but I don't think they'll do that. They'll probably focus on that a bit more throughout the episode. So yeah, rating, I'm going to give this episode an 8 out of 10 again. I think it was a very, very strong one. I really enjoyed it. So thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought of the episode down below in the comments. And if you do want the early and uncut reactions to this, so the Patreon page will be in the description and one of the comments down below, where they should have just probably started season 3 by the time this episode's on YouTube, and that'll be alongside my Twitter and Instagram if you want to follow me on either of those. And I'll see you next time for episode 7. Until then, take care. Peace.